Hello, I'm Sophie Dainty, and during this video I'll try and answer the question 3 of my media evaluation. What have I learnt from my audience feedback? After completion of my music video, digipack and magazine advert, I used a variety of methods in order to gain audience feedback. I used face-to-face interviews, which will be displayed later on in the PowerPoint, SurveyMonkey. I sent my survey to 20 people, then analysed them in the form of graphs. Facebook and Twitter, I sent a link to friends on Facebook and Twitter, then got them to write comments about my music video, digipack and magazine advert. And lastly, I got my media class to watch my music video and answer 5 questions on all 3 of our text. I used a variety of different ways to gain audience feedback, as this way I could target and communicate with a wider range of people and collect more audience feedback. From the research which I have collected, I feel that my audience have responded well to my work, and I have received positive comments about my work, but I have also received constructive feedback, and my feedback has been given me advice on how I could improve in order to achieve highly if I were to complete this again. Also, from the feedback which I have received, I believe I have fulfilled my initial audience research. I feel I have fulfilled the need for my target audience wanted to buy my product and fulfilled what they wanted to see from my text. When completing my initial target audience research, I found the most popular age range was 12 to 21-year-olds, and I thought this would be a suitable age range to target my music video at, as I am in this age bracket and I could relate to this age range. Also, when completing my audience feedback, I asked my audience, do you prefer a music video shot in the same location or in a variety of location? 73% of my people asked said they would prefer it in a variety of locations. So this is what we did when completing our music video. The next few slides show the graphs which I made in Microsoft Excel and will show the audience visually the data which I have collected. The first graph which I am showing is, would you be willing to buy our CD? I asked this question to my audience through SurveyMonkey, and 100% of the people I asked said yes, they would be willing to buy our CD. In my opinion, I think this is a very positive response from my audience and shows that all the people watching my music video enjoyed and would be willing to spend money on this single. After asking individuals the same question but face to face, I gained further information. A lot of my audience liked the black and white theme running through all 3 of the text, and also liked the shots in the music video. We changed the colour to black and white in the video, as some of the colour of the shots which we shot did not look right and was not very continuous. We also changed the colour to black and white, as in both of our magazine magazine advert and digipack, we used black and white, and we wanted this to run into our music video, so each of the texts could relate to one another. In my opinion, I think that we did this successfully, and from the feedback the audience noticed this, and I believe we have done this well. One of them says, I like the use of black and white as I think it adds more to the video and to the song. Another one said, I like how it flows quite well. And lastly, someone said, I like how you've captured the magazine advert and digipack as they were very professional. Positive, I like it how it's black and white, I think that's quite effective. Negative, the only thing I can really find for improvement is that the video doesn't fit the whole screen widthways. Positive, I like the walking on the stones bit, looks good. Negative, screen looks thin, like everything is elongated. Positive, good singing, good that it's in black and white and well put together. Negative, close-ups and lighting. Positive, all the words and lyrics match. Liked the getting rid of extra stuff because everyone does that. Negative, all in black and white was a bit much, though maybe needed colour for the bits Eleanor's singing. The first graph you'll see is the rating of my music video, which I received by doing a survey on SurveyMonkey. The lowest rating I received was 8 and the highest was 10. The average result was 9, which I was very pleased with. The second graph you'll see is a rating for my magazine advert. I received a fairly even rating for this, and most of my audience gave me a rating of 8. As well as gaining data from SurveyMonkey, I got personal opinions from my class feedback I received, and these are displayed on the next slide. Change the layout. I like the black and white. I think you could move the text as everything is at the bottom of the page. I like the picture and it looks professional. The last graph you'll see on the screen is a rating for my digipack. I received a difference of opinion for my digipack, and the rating I received were from 6 to 10. I use a class feedback which show personal opinion and will be displayed on the next slide. I'd use 6 panels instead of 4. Good use of images. The pictures look professional. Pictures are really good. I like the background. Could have more text. Good font use. I like the difference of shots of images. Overall, the feedback which I've received whilst completing my audience feedback has been very positive and encouraging. Although, from my audience feedback, there were areas in which I could possibly improve if I were to complete this task again. The main negative feedback which I received about my music video is the use of black and white throughout. From my audience feedback which I received, the main comments were that maybe the black and white should have been used for the narrative, as it seemed too much to use throughout the whole video. In my opinion, I agree with this, as I think we should only use black and white for the narrative, but as some of the shots did not look professional and the lighting was not continuous, we were unable to do this. If I were to complete the task of creating my music video again, I would ensure that my footage was to a high standard and we were able to change the colour of the narrative to black and white. The main criticism which I received about my digipack was that I could have used 6 panels in order for it to look more professional. I agree with this, but in my own opinion, I think the digipack looks good with just 4 panels, and also I think it shows the audience what it should aim to, and that is state the song's image of the artist and to promote the artist. I think from our digipack this is showing clearly. The second criticism is that we could have included more text on our digipack. Again, I agree with this, and I believe we could have included more text. And maybe include some text about the artist or some song lyrics. Overall, the people whom I asked said our digipack looked professional and that they were willing to buy the CD. The main criticism which I received about my magazine advert was that it looked plain and boring and all the text seemed to be too close together. As the picture we were taught, we changed to black and white, following the theme which we have throughout our text. We had to place the text at the bottom of the page in order for the audience to read it, and we was unable to place it anywhere else. Although we received this feedback, our target audience still thought that the magazine advert sells the artist very well and looks professional. If I were to complete the magazine advert again, I would use another picture, as this would allow me to move the text to another place. Thank you for watching my PowerPoint. I hope I have answered this question to the best of my ability.